Okay, good morning, class. Continuing on with conversions, today we're going to do customary conversions of capacity. Okay, and capacity is how much something will hold. Okay, capacity means how much something will hold. So when we measure capacity, we can measure it in gallons. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. 4 quarts in a gallon. 1 quart equals 2 pints. One pint equals 2 cups. One cup is 8 ounces. And then 1 gallon equals 128 ounces. Okay, those are the conversions that you're going to need to know. Okay, and I have a fun little drawing that you probably saw in 4th grade, but it doesn't hurt to review. Fun little drawing to help you remember it. So I have big G. Well, of course, the G is gallon. Big G. So I'm going to look back up here at gallon, and I see that I have 4 quarts. So inside of big G, I'm going to draw 4 Q's, 4 quarts. And then looking back up here at my chart, I can see that in each quart there are 2 pints. So I'm going to make 2 P's inside of each Q. Okay, so there's my 2 pints inside of each quart. And then looking back, I can see that each pint has 2 cups, so I'm going to put 2 C's inside of each pint. So when we look at this, we can see that in a quart there will be 4 cups, right? And in a gallon, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4. There's 16 cups in a gallon. So this is a very useful drawing, very useful drawing. Okay, so now let's see how our T-chart looks for conversions if we were to do this. Okay, so let's say that I want to know 3 quarts is equal to how many pints? Okay, well, I could look up here and I see 3 quarts, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pints. Okay? Now that's using the drawing. Now I'm going to do this with the T-chart just because we really do need to get used to using the T-chart. Okay, so of course step 1, choose your answer label. Oh, this is the same thing we did yesterday, right? And put it on the right. Okay, so I'm going to draw my T-chart over here. Okay, my answer label is going to be pints, so I'm going to put it on the right. And then quarts goes on the left. Okay. Okay, and we remember from yesterday, step 3, where does the 1 go? Okay, well, if I look back up here in my chart, I've got 1 quart is 2 pints. So the 1 goes with the quart on the quart side. And 1 quart is 2 pints. Step 4 is to create the equation. So I've got, how do I get from 1 to 2? Well, it's 1 times 2 equals 2. So my equation, my rule for this T-chart is times 2. Now, but I don't have 1 quart, do I? I have 3 quarts. So I'm going to take 3 times 2 equals 6 pints. Okay, so when we're doing capacity, we can, of course, look at our big G, but also let's get in the habit of using a T-chart. Okay? Alrighty. Have these ready for tomorrow.